Welcome to the Jackson Museum. I am Joanna Jackson, the daughter of Dr. and Mrs. Sullivan Jackson, and I invite you on a tour of the historic Jackson home. Every room in this house tells a story because this home served as the place of the planning with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and other leaders of the historic 1965 Selma to Montgomery March. Over a period of the 6 months that he was here, he has slept in every bed in this house. In this room, these are the pajamas, this is the actual bed in which Dr. King was planning the upcoming march. This desk was here in the house when it was built in 1912, and this happened to have been Uncle Martin's favorite desk. If he had to steal away and do something at a desk, he would always use this desk. This is the room in which Dr. King would hold conversations with President Johnson on that telephone. My mother was the keeper of the doors and made sure that during those marathon phone conversations, no one would penetrate this room. This is the dining room for the first two African-American Nobel Peace Prize recipients. Dr. Ralph Bunche, who won the Nobel Prize in 1950, and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. held their private meetings and held their private meals here at this table. The morning of the 4-day Selma to Montgomery March, Dr. King came into this room with his lieutenants, and they had their prayer session. No one knew that morning what was going to happen, but they knew that history was going to be made. The living room. There was a historic night where President Lyndon Baines Johnson addressed the nation. Uncle Martin was still living in this house that night, sitting in that chair, watching. At the end of that speech, President Johnson uttered the words, "We shall overcome."
And we shall overcome.
To let Dr. King know that he indeed intended to sign the Voting Rights Act. And that iconic photograph was in Life magazine. This museum will live on. It will take, it's going to have a new chapter. And I'm hoping that future generations could come in, touch, and feel and experience the rich history in this house for generations yet unborn. I made my parents a promise that I would protect it. And I've done that. It belongs to the world now.